Hello friends, my name is Jitendra Bapna. I am a senior MuleSoft architect. In today's video, we will going to see how to perform a MuleSoft VPC sizing. So basically when you create a VPC, a virtual private cloud, you need to define a CIDR mask. A CIDR mask is nothing, it's a classless interdynamic routing. So we will going to see how we can calculate that CIDR mask for your VPC. So what is a VPC? A VPC is nothing. It's a private, a virtual network in the Cloud Hub to run your Cloud Hub worker to host your Cloud Hub worker basically. Okay. So what is VPC? So when you provision a VPC in a Cloud Hub, a range of IP address for the network must be specified in the form of CIDR. CIDR is it's nothing. It's a classless inter-domain routing. So we need to consider some of the points. So basically you need to deploy a application on the multiple worker to experience a zero downtime. So for deploying the application to multiple worker, we have to assign a 2 IP to each application or to each worker. A few IP address is a reserve for infrastructure. So basically you let consider you have selected a CIDR mask of 0/24 which will give the IP 256 IP addresses. Out of 256 there are two IP addresses which will be reserved for the infrastructure, or like one is for networking and one is for broadcasting. The VPC subnet may be divided into up to 4 availability zone for the better fault tolerance, and the MuleSoft support like a lowest subnet block of /24 which will give a 256 IP addresses, and the largest subnet block of /16 which will give 65536 IP addresses. Okay, so the safe thumb rule is that basically when you are deciding a size of your anypoint VPC subnet is to calculate 10 times the maximum number of the expected apps to deploy in the VPC. Let consider if you want to deploy like 100 application, you should always consider that there can be 1000 application in the future. So that is how you can calculate your VPC. So basically what happens, so basically you have given the IP range or CIDR range of 0/24. Like so 0/24 it will give 256 IP addresses. Let consider you have deployed many applications within your VPC in the cloud hub, and there can be a moment comes where all your IP got finished. You don't have any remaining IP. In such case, what you have to do, you have to recreate the VPC, right? And recreation is not like easy task. You have to delete and you have to recreate it. You have to restart all the application to get to run into that particular VPC again. So that makes sure like in future you don't have to delete your VPC. You select a good range of your CIDR mask, so you have enough IP addresses in the future for deploying the application. VPC selected. Let's consider if you have selected some VPC range or like CIDR marks that should not be overlapped with your data center or your on-premise data center. Let's consider if you are doing VPC peering, VPC IPsec tunneling or anything. In that case, your IP address should not be overlapped. Okay. Now let's consider, we will learn like how we can do the VPC sizing. So I'm considering like there will be 100 application needs to deploy it on the cloud hub. I have a 4 environment. One is dev, one is shit, test, and the prod. So application on the prod and test will be deployed to the 2 worker each. So for high availability, and for the zero downtime, I will going to deploy the application on the prod and the test onto 2 workers. So basically each application will be deployed to 2 workers on prod and sit. The application, sorry, prod and test. The application on sit and dev will be deployed to a single worker. Application must be the high available, and consider there are two VPC, prod and the non-prod. With non-prod, we will going to map dev, test and the sit environment, whereas with the prod, prod VPC will map the production environment. Okay, so let's consider. So as per initially, we have some consideration. So what happens? So in dev, we will deploy the application to the one worker, and there are 100 application, 1 into 100, which comes to 100. SIT we will again deploy application 100 application on single, each application on single worker. On test it's 200. sorry, on test, we will deploy each and every application on the 2 worker for zero downtime and the high availability. So it will become 200. So now the total IP for my the total host required for my non-prod VPC is 600. Sorry, 400. Now on prod, I again have to deploy each and every application on 2 workers. So I have considered 100 application. So 2 worker into 100. Let me see. Just a minute. Okay, which will come equals to 200. So total IP required for the prod VPC is 200. Now we always require the additional IP address for zero downtime. So which is always 50% of your total. So 200 divided by 2, which will become 100. Here and again 400 divided by 2, which will become 200. And the total IP required is 300, which is 200 plus 100, 300. Here we will require 600. Out of 300, we require two more additional IP, which is reserved for infrastructure for networking and broadcasting. The total comes to 302. Again here 600 plus 2, which will come to 602. So right now I require 302 IP addresses for prod VPC and 602 IP addresses for prod VPC, right? So in that case, see, this is the CIDR mask or CIDR range. So if 0/24 will give 256, 0/23 will give 512, 0/22 will give 1024. So in this case, for 602, or like, sorry, for prod, we can map with 0/23. So our CIDR mask for prod will be 0/23. Okay, and for non-prod we require 602 IP addresses, which comes under 0/22. So what happens? So we required like 0/23 for non-prod, 0/22 for prod environment. Let me open Notepad. So my CIDR range will look something like that. You can use any IP address /0/23. This is for prod, and 10 dot, I can say 2.0/0/22. That is for non-prod. So I will just explain this one again. Why see 302 doesn't go in the range of 256, right? It will go range within the 300 512. So I have selected 023 for non-prod. Then 602 doesn't go with subnet mask of 0/22. So I selected 0/22, which comes. So I will just recommended one more thing, like it's better to go much higher, CID range. So you need to make sure, like, and you need to be 100% guaranteed, like, so I have enough IP addresses for my future use also. So that is how we can calculate, it's just the example. That is how we can calculate, CIDR or subnet mask for your VPC, for your prod and the non-prod VPC. Got it? I hope you like this video. Thanks for watching.